Now, it's been a bad week for the Scientology movement in Germany. The plight of two young people trying to free themselves from the movement's iron grip has grabbed the headlines, and a book has just been published documenting the sect's allegedly totalitarian practices. The author of that book is one of Scientology's most prominent enemies, a woman called Ursula Caberta. She's been campaigning against the movement for 15 years now as the head of a special department in Hamburg's city administration. And she's warning that Scientology is in the middle of a recruitment drive in Germany, masterminded in its pristine new headquarters here in Berlin.
Das macht mir nichts aus. Also auf mich müssen Sie keine Rücksicht nehmen.
Sabine Weber is a friendly person, someone who always has a smile on her face. She's the spokesperson for Scientology in Germany, and someone who always finds the time to speak to journalists. She presents Scientology as a marvelous world, a world that allows individuals to become a free spirit, a world without war and drugs, full of miracles. We asked her if there'd ever been a Scientological miracle in Germany.
Yes, there's one every day. I'll not say what it is, but that's the reason why Scientologists don't just become Scientologists, but also stay that way.
Why won't you tell me?
Because these are personal matters, and because it's not possible here in Germany. There are laws that mean you can't publicize or discuss miracles of this nature.
Scientology uses lie detectors to liberate members from their internal resistance. A chaplain is there to aid the process known as auditing. The device is called an e-meter.
Think of something that causes you pain.
Achterbahnfahrt.
A roller coaster ride. But this is easy to manipulate. If I push a little bit or let go, the needle goes up or down. Isn't that really easy to manipulate by the chaplain as well as by me?
Well, let's just say someone with experience would realize what is happening.
How does he realize that?
Because the needle surge is different.
You could easily dismiss Scientology as something to smile about, but there is another side to it. The inner workings of the organization actually appear to be dangerous rather than merely laughable. Here, the words of founder L. Ron Hubbard are the law. We'd rather have you dead than incapable. We're not playing some minor game in Scientology. It isn't cute or something to do for lack of something better. HCO Policy Letter, February 7, 1965.
Our response to all these misconceptions or misunderstandings or false portrayals of our community is simply openness, transparency, so that you can take a look around, reach out and touch us and get an answer to your questions.
We thought we'd exploit this policy of openness and get some views from regular members. Excuse me, can I ask you a question about Scientology?
We can't do an interview here, sorry.
Why? Why can't we get an interview?
Get in touch with our legal department.
But why is it such a problem? For the late Scientology founder Hubbard and his supporters, critics are the enemy, known within the movement as SPs or suppressive persons. Enemy, SP order, fair game. May be deprived of property or injured by any means by any Scientologist without any discipline of the Scientologist. May be tricked, sued or lied to or destroyed. L. Ron Hubbard, HCO Doctrine, October 18, 1967. It's the year 2000 at Tampa Airport in Florida. The German Scientology expert Ursula Caberta arrives. Scientology has sent a welcoming committee.
Oh yes, that was really something. The police were there too, to make sure nothing happened.
She visited a friend, a woman who had left Scientology. She was pursued, insulted and shadowed for days and had to break off the trip. What's it like in Germany when Scientology tries to intimidate you?
Well, there have been regular death threats. I've been spied on. I've been defamed. I mean, there are a lot of press statements from them trying to push me into a criminal corner, making me look untrustworthy.
Caberta has written 2 books about Scientology with broad support from the political sphere. Together with her boss, Hamburg's State Interior Minister Udo Nagel, she warns that Scientology has declared war on Europe and Germany, and that it's trying to deceive the public over its totalitarian and inhuman aims.
Once you're inside the organization, you change from a normal, thinking person into a small cog in a totalitarian system that only functions according to the specifications of its founder.
Should Scientology be banned?
In my view, Scientology should be banned. Scientology is hostile to the Constitution, and the question is whether we can actually get a ban imposed from a legal point of view.
The German Constitution protects freedom of expression, so most politicians here doubt such a bill could be passed. And with less than 6,000 members in Germany, they say Scientology is simply not influential enough. But Ursula Caberta says that doesn't minimize the damaging impact of the organization's presence. Ex-members have told her about the brainwashing, the punishment camps, and the ever-present fear that Scientology will somehow seek revenge.
Now,